Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and as well Aquarius Rising. Weekly General Tarot reading March 8th up until March 14th, 2021. And if you are interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, should you like the way I read tarot, you can check out the description down below, and there you are going to see a link to my website where you can view and of course purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside and without further ado, let's see what Aquarius are going to experience throughout the week itself. First card we do have for Aquarius, that is going to be the Nine of Swords, followed by the Three of Swords. Moving next, we do have the King of Pentacles, followed by the Devil card. And the last one we do have for you, Aquarius, that is going to be the King of Swords. Okay. So there are two ways how this week is going to manifest itself. And the first portion of it is about you contemplating. Well, actually three ways now, many ways now that I think of. Oh my God, how do I approach that? All right, so Nine of Swords here for you. Now, Nine of Swords, if you do take any book of tarot, you're going to see that the card is about anxiety, the card is about fears, the card is about being anxious about the things around you. What the book doesn't tell you, why. And this is where the reading branches. Why you are going to be anxious. You may be anxious about something you did that you are expecting its result. You may be anxious about something done for you that you are expecting the result, or you may be anxious about something you want to do, and here you are more inclined to believe to the doom and gloom of it rather than to look at it in a positive way. Whichever way it is, especially for the first two variations I gave you, nothing you can do about it. It's just, you know what was done, and you just have to swallow it down and move forward with your life. That's what the card pretty much states for the first couple of like I said, a couple of variations that this card may play around with. The other variation that it is something that you are planning to do, like for example, to say somebody that you do love them, to say or to act upon a particular project, or to say something that you dislike about your current situation, and so on and so forth, and you are afraid of what this is going to provoke from the other side, you know, what will be the consequences of it. You're always going to be afraid of it if you don't do it at the end of the day. So the Nine of Swords is a call to action to conquer your fear, to conquer your anxiety, and just do something about the things you can do something about, if that makes sense. Those that you cannot do anything about, you just swallow them down, chew them up and swallow them down, and just move along with your life. Regardless of which way of manifestation that is going to be, we do have the Three of Swords after that, and this is the moment of healing of these negative and poignant thoughts in regards to the consequences of the actions that you either did or had been done to you, or the actions you are about to take. This card usually very negative, although in tarot there are no negative or positive cards, there are pleasant and unpleasant. So usually very unpleasant card, it has a very positive manifestation, and the positive or the pleasant manifestation of it, it is that the harder the thing is, the more painful the thing is, the more fearful the thing is, the more determined one becomes to prevail. And say, For example, you have been fired from work, or you have been left alone after a abrupt ending of a relationship that was painful for you. This card, it is the determination to stop thinking about it, to stop allowing it to twist and tangle your mind with those negative and destructive thoughts, but instead, a determination, it is going to settle in or reside to heal from it. And you do it your way, sleep through it, bring through it, whatever you need to do through it. Personally, what I do in these kind of cases, I play through it. I play video games, do whatever makes your mind occupied, whatever puts your mind into a more positive light than with the light of the past or the light of what can be. You should focus on what it is right now and what you can clinging to, so you can feel happy, and so you do not allow, once again, the negative thoughts, the thoughts of destruction, to twist and tangle your mind, because otherwise you're going to find yourself lost, and you don't need that. You don't need it at all in either of the cases. In two of the cases, what was done, and nothing can be done about it any longer. So you just, like I said, you just have to swallow it down. In the other case, at the end of the day, you're always going to be afraid about it until you do it. So you don't want to live in fear, do you? And right after the healing process, here we do have a person who steps in, and that is going to be the King of Pentacles. And so the King of Pentacles, these are always people that want to invest somewhere, and in one or another case here, he sees in you a valid point of investment, either money, either attention, either time, or just a contribution, whatever that contribution is. I don't think that at that point, though, you're going to be much in a mood for the investment of the King of Pentacles here. I do think, looking at especially with the next couple of cards, which once again are the Devil and the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles contribution for your life or manifestation is going to be a sign of or a reason for you to feel good, because even though you went through a really rough start of the week, okay, you still see that you are not wasted. You are not, how can I say, used, or kind of like, what is the English word? You are still up to some kind of a task, to some kind of a development. And now that I think of, that could be the stepping up of somebody that wanted to be, say, with you or to do business with you, but you were occupied. Now, you are healing from that occupation that ended up, just an example, and they now are willing to offer you what they had to offer you. However, there couldn't choose wronger time or more wrong time than that. Although, that being said, it will worth you considering their proposal. It's just you don't have to feel obliged right now to pretty much take it on spot. You definitely can give yourself a time, because at the end of the day, like I said, King of Pentacles, they don't just offer something in vain. They always expect something in return. So whenever that person steps in for you, either with a business proposal or with a relationship offering, or just offering to help you with something, whatever it is, be mindful of it, because at the end of the day, the question stands, what you can offer in return. You always need to answer that question should you deal with the King of Pentacles. These people, they have settled their life pretty well, so people can or the majority of people around them envy them for that, and right now they just want to how can I say, fill up their time benefiting from it while they are having fun or while they are having good time. They just want to feel productive, whichever way, that doesn't really matter. And for now, it seems that you are the best option available out there. But right after the manifestation of the King of Pentacles, we do have the Devil for you, and that is the denial of failure that you are going to show. That's pretty much accompanied you at the start of the week. With the Devil card, that stands as the awareness, if you will, that you can pick up yourself together and that you can influence the circumstances, or the circumstances that are surrounding your career, your relationship, you name it. So with the Devil card, you are gonna feel towards the end of the week a surge of power to keep up moving despite, you know, the difficulties that you may have faced at the start of the week, despite the rough time you have endured, despite anything and everybody. And you are going to prove those that try to do you wrong, or those that have doubted in you, they couldn't be more wrong about it. So the Devil card here gives you the power to prevail, gives you the power of a retribution, gives you the power to do anything you like. And at that point, it will be very important to answer yourself what you are yearning for. Where does your hunger lie? Are you hungry for love? Are you hungry for money? All right. Are you hungry for attention, or you are hungry for peace? Whatever your hungers are, you can satiate them here with the power of the Devil. Important thing though is to do it in a way that you do not alter anybody else's life. You just take care of yourself without ruining the life of anybody else. And as you do become more self-efficient, as you do kind of like grapple your life and take it under the power of the Devil, situating it, or rather like adjusting it the way that it's your hungers, your yearnings, your desires, if you will, have been satiated, we do have the appearance of the King of Swords. And that individual, very powerful individual in a sense of that it has connections, all right? It has, I can't say really means, but it has positions. This one here, look, when this one looks at you, he says, man, I could use this person. He means you, and they can use me as well. That is a mutual contribution that makes sense to both of you, to you Aquarius and to the King of Swords, which could be another Aquarius because it's an air sign as well, okay? And with the King of Swords together, whatever your yearnings are, whatever your desires are, and even if you go back to the first couple of cards where you need to heal, and where, you know, the harder the situation is, more tenacious you are and more determined you are to prevail. With the King of Swords at the end of the week, with that individual, through careful analysis, the way through difficulties is going to be revealed to you. The way to satiate your hungers, the most efficient way to do so, is going to be revealed to you. So the way to make somebody fall in love with you, or the way to attract somebody to fall in love with you, I'm saying somebody, not a specific person, because this is always how you should approach love, into my opinion, not toward specific person, but toward the universe itself. The universe is going to meet you with the person that is going to make you happy. The universe knows its thing. But with the King of Swords, that recipe to satiate your hunger is to be revealed to you through a careful analysis together. And together as well, you are to construct a very effective method and actions how to accomplish it. So very valuable ally at the end of the week, that you can use them and they can use you as well. It's a mutual contribution here. Unlike the King of Pentacles, that while it's a mutual contribution and you have what to gain, they don't concern themselves with that. They concern themselves only with what they can gain from it. So that being said, guys, this was your weekly general tarot reading, March 8th up until March 14th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.